Hey, it is your girl Damswella back with another episode on Cal Baker. Some of you may know in the last episode that he lost a good friend. So what he does to cope is that he just takes a lot of night walks. And this particular night, he saw his neighbor. And he really was just venting, telling her about life and everything. And this is how they really got to connect on a friendship level. So he was just telling her how from the last house party, after they left, he got a call about his friend. And after speaking for like an hour inside, decided to go inside his house just to talk a little bit more about what happened. She was honestly someone who also gave him great advice, which is trying to help him cope in his grieving season. So they went inside, they were just talking about so much, and this just really made him smile. Usually he was just really sad, very angry about what happened, didn't know what to do, felt like he really didn't have anyone. But with her, they were able to connect more and really have deep conversations. And she's just so smart, just always giving advice, what to do, how to do it. And this made him happy. This made him happy, of course. And what happened is that basically for weeks they would just meet up and just talk about life, just have real conversations, and she would just check up on him just to make sure that he was okay, and he would call her to just hang out, just talk. Sometimes we'll order food and just watch a movie, watch a show, just things to really connect and get his mind off of what happened. So after like a few weeks, definitely past a month after his friend died, is when things started to get a little bit more, what's the word? Flirtatious? Is that the word I would use? So he invited her over and they went to the pool. Like he has a pool in his backyard and everything. And he was talking to her and everything. He always had a crush since the first time I met her. Like, oh, she's pretty and everything, but he wasn't ready to open up his heart, especially when his friend died. But after spending so much time with her, he could tell that, okay, she's different. Like, she seems to be a good one. And he did not want her to pass him by, okay? So you see them flirting, playing, splashing water on each other. And this is when he was telling her that he likes her, and she also said, to be honest, I really do like you too. And there's, a little flirting. And then they had their first kiss. Yep. Kyle finally found someone that would even kiss him after all this time talking to different people and just not finding the right person. His neighbor who helped him after his friend passed was the one. So he decided to ask her out on a date, and they really were able to connect, just talk about life, just have a good time, talk about what type of relationship they want, how to communicate, what worked in past relationships, what didn't work, what they want to work on, just planning out how to go about this whole, even though it's a talking stage, but just figuring out what type of relationship they would both want if this was to work out. So he ordered her drinks, paid for everything, of course, and had some great conversations. So when the date did end, what he did, because in this conversation they're having right now, he was telling her about plans and goals he wants to have, which he did the last time, but this time, like the last episode, but this time they're really expanding on like, okay, actionable steps. Don't just talk about those. How are you going to reach it? So he was telling her again about wanting a community of men just working out, able to just grow and connect with one another. And she was like, yeah, there are men around here, there are men around the neighborhood. Just talk to people. You never know who's interested. So that's exactly what he did. So he met different men and had conversations, getting to know each other, asking to go to a gym, if they're interested in like having like, I guess, a workout buddy, telling them that he has a gym in his house if they're interested, like a bunch of men meeting together. And he found a good amount of people that were down for this. Of course, again, he always met up with his girl, if that's what you want to call it. And every time he would just like walk her home, make sure she was okay. Now he was really ready to make it official and have her be his girlfriend. So he invited her over for a date. He hired someone to play the piano and hired a personal chef. So they just had conversations again. He was just telling her how much she means to him and how he wants to treat her and everything. I think this was such a cute date. It's very intentional. He wanted to ask to be his girlfriend, so he didn't want to be in a public place. So I wanted something kind of private. And the chef he hired she's like so good. So good. So she would just cook different meals and bring it to the table. And yeah, it was very sweet. One thing he just liked about her, like, she said thank you for everything. He would get her fruits, open the door, just little things that he felt like, okay, I'm supposed to do it, but she still was always saying thank you. Just very feminine. She was just a great woman inside and out. So yeah, very beautiful. Right after they finished eating, he was just a gentleman cleaning up after the plates. He was a good host. And you could see her smiling at him like, oh my God, he's so sweet. So he told her that he had a surprise for her and that she should follow him to this room. The surprise was a painting that he made for her, and she was like just shocked and was just saying how talented he is. And he was working on this for a while, and he just wanted to show his appreciation. And this is when he asked her if she'll be his girlfriend, and she said yes, of course. Like, this is Cal, okay? So he took another picture of her and decided to do another painting because she wanted one. And after he took the picture, they said their goodbyes and then wrapped up the date from there. Now Cal isn't single anymore. Like, he's taken, okay? So the next day, he decided to invite the guys and order pizza as well for them to just connect and work out and just talk about life. So she's currently applying for a job. because she decided to, like, probably look into a new career and just focus on what she wants to focus on. Of course, he introduced her to all the guys, and they loved her, raved about her, because she's just an amazing person who gets along with, like, everyone. And that's it for this episode. Of course, she called him to let him know that she got a new job. Yes. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode.